Hello everybody, welcome to another review. Today we've got the brand new album by the Indian heavy metal, new metal band Bloodywood with New Delhi. It's their third album, and I think it's the first album to have a prominent feature being BABYMETAL. Now they did have a song which featured the rapper who ended up being a member of the band, which is pretty cool to see that happen, but New Delhi is trying come back with this proper take more into the rap new metal sound while incorporating some heavy moments, and I like the fusion, and I've always thought Bloodywood's sound of using Indian instrumentation and sounds to kind of have this folk aesthetic to blend into the heavy is something I've really enjoyed with their sound. They really create this interesting new metal feel that just gives it a lot of representation of their home country in there. It's similar to how I enjoy some of the elements of Skindred, when I definitely like the reggae metal fusion, as Benji from Skindred, while he's born in Wales, his family were Jamaican, and I like the fusion that they bring to have this new reggae metal sound, in the same way that I like Bloodywood to do more of a new India blend. And New Delhi, John honestly does a really good job on highlighting how this works quite well. You get 3 songs that aren't singles, and throughout these 3 songs you get the whole gist of the record straight away. They're fun, they just got some pretty good energy to it, and it definitely got some heavy moments that I really enjoy. The BABYMETAL feature works great. Honestly, BABYMETAL hasn't really had a song where I thought was awful that they featured on, so it's nice to see them honestly just being a highlight on pretty much anything they've been on, and it's fair because this is definitely a good song. I very much think Bekhauf is one of the best songs on the record, but I definitely think if you're looking for the best material, it's when you get further into this album. Sure, the first 3 tracks are great, but I feel like they definitely improve upon it with more you go through. Kismat's one of my favourites. I think this one just generally is one of the most catchy songs they've put out. Tadka as well, which I believe is an Indian food. This one's also one of my favourites. It's got a really good refrain, and I think definitely makes this one stand out. And New Delhi, I remember this single, I listened to it when it came out, and it was great. It definitely feels the most like a Bloodywood song that I can understand, and I think just using New Delhi as a little pun on new metal is very fun, and I like that concept. I think the overall album just doesn't really dive into anything that necessarily bores you. It's just kind of a fun 33 minutes. It's a short album as well, only 8 songs, but I don't think it overstays its welcome, and I think it's got the perfect runtime of what it needs to be. It's just barely over the aspect of being an EP, but the material here is quite high, and I generally think it is definitely a good album. Probably one of the more interesting albums of the year for sure, and I quite like it. I don't really have much else to say than that, but I think Bloodywood's a band that I like to see where they take off from here, because they definitely have been getting a lot more attention recently, for good reason too. A very interesting band, very interesting concept, and I generally think it works quite well, and New Delhi is probably the most promising album we've had in their discography. So I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. It's pretty fun, definitely recommend this one, and I think I'm definitely interested in what Bloodywood go from here, so there you go. So if you enjoy, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.